So today we are going to see, we are going to learn, we are going to know about recursive functions. Okay. So previously we have learned about the functions in C++, functions in C++. Now we are going to see about recursive function, user-defined functions and predefined functions. These are all the different types of functions we have discussed. So what today we are going to see recursive function. Okay, so what is recursive function? Calling a function with the same function definition is known as recursive function. So for example, a is a function. A is a function. Within that function, we are calling a again. Within that function, we are calling the a function again. So that type of function calling is nothing but recursive function. Calling calling a function with the same function definition, within the same function definition, within the same definition we are calling a function again, same function name again. So that is like that's like a function is called, like that functions are called recursive functions. Okay, if we want to work with the recursive functions, we must follow the following two aspects. What we need to follow: calling by itself, like this, same name in the definition should be there, and termination condition, how far it has to be executed, how many times it has to be executed, after how many times it should be come out. Okay, for example, after 10 times. Okay, లేకపోతే after n becomes 1 1 అయిపోయిన వెంటనే బయటికి రావాలి, ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోవాలి after n becomes once. So like that we should specify the termination condition, otherwise it will go on continuously calling itself, calling itself, calling itself. Okay, it will not terminate, it will not terminate. So that termination condition must be there in the recursive functions. Okay, let's see some of the programs in the recursive functions. So this is a recursive function. How we can say this is a recursive function? This is the function definition. Within the function definition, the same function calling is there. Within the some definition, the same function calling is there. So that's why it is a recursive function. What is this program differs? What is this program output? Program to display the natural numbers from 1 to given numbers using recursive function. So for example, I have given 10, it will print 1 to 10, it will print 1 to 10 numbers, or using display function, using display function. So you can see the definite declaration of function here within the main. Of course we can declare it within the main or above the main also in the C++, within the main or above the main also in the C++. So we have defined one n value, and we are reading that n value and passing that n value to the display function, passing the n value to the display function. So it will come to the x, it will come to the x. And what we are doing here, if the x value is greater than 1, if the x value is greater than 1, then it will call the x minus 1. For example, what it will do is, for example, display 10, this function will call display 9, this function will call display 8, this function will call display 7. Like this it will go on up to display 1. After that it will print the values, it will print the values like 1 to 10, it will print the values 1 to 10. Up to that it will call itself, it will call itself like x minus 1, x minus 1, x minus 1. So this is the x value, x minus 1 is 9, x minus 1 is 8, x minus 1 is 7. So like that up to above the 1 value, up to 1, above the 1 value, greater than 1 value, up to 1, it will keep on calling by itself, it will keep on calling by itself. And at the end, what the output, what is the output? So numbers will be printed from 1 to 10, numbers will be printed from 1 to 10. Then see